What's up, my great vibers? This is your guy, Barry, aka Barry Israel. My people, this is what I want to tell you. If you tell the plan, you plan to fail. My great vibers, I did a video Sunday, and that video was called Will Our Children's Future Be Saved? Or will greed and control rule the future? And it's just miraculous, immaculate that Monday, I believe I got an answer to some of that. I believe I got an answer on some of that. And when I ended that video, I ended it saying to you all, the last video I did was that it's the technocrats. The technocrats. That's been the mark of the beast, the technology. But I'm going to get there. I got a great video coming out, so I'm not going to dwell into that right now. But I told you, I said it ain't about the demos and the rhinos. It's the technocrats. And right now, you're seeing the big fail of the big tech companies that's going down right now. It's on and popping. And right now, you see there's been a major disruption with the cryptocurrency. And I'm going to get into that. But this video that I'm titling The Fall of Cryptocurrency may signal the fall of Babylon. Here's why. Here's why. My great vibers, if you're not aware, this weekend there was a major blackout in the Vatican. Major blackout. And, a lot of vehicles there, a lot of activity and things going on. Also, a couple places was major blackouts. But in the Vatican, major blackouts. And we're going to get to why that may have been. And with a little intel, I'm going to give you some intel this time, too. My great vibers, first I want to say peace, 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 peace. First and the last. And my great vibers, the Vatican went through a major blackout this weekend. But that was an operation being done, things happening, things going on. And thus, what happened from that point, Monday, all of a sudden, UK regulators came out, and through CNBC.com, you can go see, they said cryptocurrency is failing. You'll lose all your money. So basically, what that is you have them trying to warn others, get your money up out of there. What you have to understand is why the crypto is volatile. And they also told you it's wild and volatile. And when I ended my video, I told you, I said the week is gonna be a wild week, is what I said. They use those similar words as it's a wild, volatile market, but there is no real market in crypto. All it is fiat currency being put in. There's no futures, commodities, livestock, no type of trading like that. This is just money, fiat money that was being put in. But there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. But it's no coincidence that UK regulators came out with this message, because you got to understand the technocrats can no longer use the technology to enslave or come after you. Now they're paranoid of their own technology. So they have to send out messages other ways through media, because they can't just get in a phone and say this and say that. So when you have crypto losing money, it's not because of trading and stuff like that. It's because the real technocrats behind it snatched their money up out of there. 170 billion. What you have to understand is that crypto is not really regulated. It's not regulated. And you're going to understand my tie-in to when I did the video called The Cracking of Capitol Hill. The Cracking of Capitol Hill. And with that, you got to understand, big tech no longer has that protection because Capitol Hill has cracked. You see, Nancy Pelosi wasn't even at the meeting yesterday. There's reasons for that. She didn't even head the House majority yesterday. And their little gathering that they had, basically, she appointed another lady, I think Dolores Dingle or somebody like that. But more than likely, we may not see her hosting any more meetings. Who knows? But what you have now my great vibers, is with Capitol Hill cracking, big tech has nobody to cover them. So now everybody's turning on big tech. Everybody's turning on them. But the purpose with the monies, with cryptocurrency, one of the reasons that was started, you have to understand that it's not regulated like it should be. And what it was usually people, because of regulations that was put in place through other administrations prior to this one, but then this administration did put some more sauce on it where people's assets, if they're involved in crimes, can be seized. So this crypto market that was being placed to take the place of fiat because the old banking system was messed up and they didn't want to go to a gold standard. So crypto was supposed to be that new standard. But then when the election got flipped in 2016, now it became an avenue to put their money in. Some people say to launder, some people say to hide, because with all the executive orders that were out by the BO administration and then some of the finishing touches that came in through the current administration, you can easily have your assets seized through the regular traditional channels, but not really through crypto. So now you had individuals that may have been involved in things that didn't want their assets seized. So what they would do was put it into crypto, because you can put it in different accounts, different names, different companies without it really being touched. Not to say it's bad, but crypto was part of the market of beast. From my observation, my perception, it was, because it was controlled by who? Big tech, the technocrats. Now we're gonna see a deregulation in that, but anyway, these UK regulators on Monday through CNBC were signaling to people, get your money out of there, get your money to the big timers, get your money out of there. Because how do you go from trading earlier in the week 41,000 to now down to 29,000, and now you've lost 170 billion? It wasn't because the markets were fluctuating or volatile. It's because people knew what went down in the Vatican. And I'm going to give you the intel on that. They snatched 170 billion out that market. Who has 170 billion to snatch out except for the technocrats? Those people that you think own all of these cryptocurrency companies, they're just frontmen. They're frontmen. And now you see that system collapsing. And now what you're going to see is the rise of the gold standard that's supposed to come in place. Crypto was supposed to be that standard had that 2016 election been won, but it wasn't. So now you're going to see the rise of the gold standard coming into place, which also signals what administration may be taking over. So my questions from Sunday are being answered. Greed and control will not rule our future. Now you're seeing it in real time taking place. So gold standard is coming into place. Crypto was falling because now cats is taking their money. These crats are taking their money and they jet, because now they can't hide it there because they know what went down over the weekend in Italy. That money is going to be seized. So they're taking it and running. So now you got news outlets putting out the messages. Crypto's going down. It's taking a dive. So what you will have soon, at some point, not soon, down the road, you will have crypto coming up, but it will be an alternative method, an alternative option for people to get involved in a fair way, in a fair market, a fair economy, not something that can be monopolized and controlled by others who are already in control of a lot of the big tech. Because you're seeing people turn on the big tech right now. Australia's turning on them. States are turning on them because they're tired of the censorship and the other little different things they've been doing. So you're seeing people starting to turn on big tech because they see what? The cracking in Capitol Hill. They don't have that protection no more. They didn't really show who showed up to work or who didn't Monday, but it didn't seem like it was a lot of people there. Who knows? Are they in cuffs? Are they scared they might be in cuffs? Who knows? But the cracking on Capitol Hill is also going to be the cracking of big tech. They no longer have that protection. I see it. The gold standard is coming into place. And let me break that down to you. In 2016, that election was supposed to usher in the rise of the crypto, because the regular banking systems were failing, because you can't keep creating that fiat. So they were switching up, trying to put fiat into a different place. And now that's collapsing because now they see they can't longer hide their money in there, because what it probably discovered in Italy, in the Vatican over the weekend, now that's going to be seized. So it was all about protecting our assets. Because if you didn't notice, from 2018 through whenever till currently, you've seen a lot of CEOs resigning. You've seen a lot of stars resigning, dying, CEOs dying, resigning. It was a lot of things going on. A lot of people's assets were being seized because of prior administration and stuff they put in place to use against people, their adversaries. But now it's being used against those same people that were initiating this stuff, thinking that they were going to be able to usher in their one weirdo order, I call it. That's not going to happen now. So I got my answer. Greed and control, technocrats, the days are numbered. The days are numbered right now, y'all. And what you will see is shifting to the gold standard. See, what you got to understand is during the 70s, we were at a gold standard, and the Nixon and Ford days, that gold standard went away when we had the oil and gas crisis. And then that's when fiat came. That's when OPEC rose. And you had a whole bunch of Arab billionaires coming on the scene from that point on, including people that was getting kickbacks through Congress and all of that. We have enough oil reserves here now to the point where we are energy independent. We don't need those countries no more. So all those years, all our oil reserves built up. They built up because we were buying at outrageous prices. They're paying outrageous gas prices here. We're no longer going to have to do that moving into the future. But crypto, they never want a gold standard to come into place. That's something they didn't want. Past presidents were taken out, like Lincoln, behind that, wanting to initiate that stuff. So the gold standard is just, to them, is a demon to them in their minds. So now it looks like that's happening. So that's going to kind of give you an idea of where the administration going. So the fall of the crypto is letting you know where the administration is not going, where direction is not going in. The technocrats are not going to be able to usher in the crypto like they want it. They're reversing position. They're taking their money and they're scattering. They're hiding right now. So when you had OPEC and them controlling things, you see all of that faded out. We've now become energy independent. We got so much oil and resources here. It's ridiculous. But had other people got in office, we would have never known. They would have been lining their pockets, becoming richer and richer. And we would have been in a crazy position. Greed and control, what it was about. And I told you, the Father, He's the master planner. He's also the master of technology. You can go to a YouTube movie called The Origin Unknown 2036, and it breaks it down to you. It shows you how their thing to try to get to that AI at the time was to try to get to find his servers, to shut them down, because he wanted to shut down the world because of where they had went, the things that the humans were doing to the land. You got to see, it's a great movie. Origins Unknown 2036. It's the same thing. They want to get to God's servers. That's you had them doing all the type of air travel, space travel they thought they were doing, but it will never happen. You got to understand, He's also the master of technology. So the same technology that these technocrats were using to try to enslave us are being flipped on them now. So when you see things taking place with technology, people's media is being shut down and all of that, those are plans, plots, and things that they fell into their own traps. You can't shut down people's social medias, and then other companies that want to sponsor them, all of a sudden you shut down their servers and hosts to make it harder for other people. Now you're getting into racketeering, RICO conspiracies and all of that stuff. So it's about to get ugly. It's about to get ugly. And I told y'all, January was going to be something else. I told you this week was going to be a wild week. But what people wasn't understanding, it was the technocrats that are behind a lot of this stuff going on. You're barely hearing anything about the vaccines now, because a lot of the healthcare workers are like, yo, I'm not messing with that stuff. I'm not messing with that. But now we're about to see the gold standard happen and crypto will fall. So you have to ask yourself now, will Babylon fall? It absolutely is. We're going into some new changes, some new seasons, a new season for different reasons, but some positive ones. The bad part, about the crypto, like I said, it was being used for laundering and for hiding assets because they could no longer do it through the regular channels because so many people's assets were being seized, but you never heard about this. It was never spoken about. News wasn't going to tell you about that stuff, but that's what was happening from the tech industry all the way through the entertainment industry. A lot of people are losing their money having to asset cease because things that they had been involved in. But, and those things are going to start coming out. It is going to start coming out, y'all. Like I said, the truth crushed into the earth will always rise. And what you have to understand too is that the gold standard is going to be a good thing for us. Something that they definitely did not want. But now you see all the talk with the crypto. You can Google for yourself now. It's taking a dive big time. And those markets will open back up at some point, and it's going to be regulated and fair to everyone. Not where you can just hide money, launder money, where it can be fairly regulated, where people can't monopolize it like they've done other technologies that they've stolen from the past and that they've stolen from people now, to act like it's theirs. Like I said, the creator is revealing who are the imitators and the fakers. It's all coming out, and that's the direction that we're going in. And I'm definitely gonna make sure I'm gonna end this with some scripture for y'all that is fitting. But the video I put out was dynamite Sunday. You got to go back and check it out. Will our children's future be saved, or will greed and control rule the future? And I'm getting that answer. It won't. And I told you, I said, it's the technocrats. And right now you're seeing the dismantling of the technocrats. Those are the big companies you see that control everything, those well-known names. All of that stuff is about to cease. It's going to be a process, but this development is letting you know and see what direction we're going in, people. You just got to pay attention. But you have to be trained too to understand now is that they can't communicate through the technology because they know they're being monitored versus them using it to monitor. And when I come with my video market of beast, you're gonna understand what the real market of beast is. It's not a number in your hand or head. No, it's your mindset. It's do your hands and feet run you to mischief, to do for the beast system. That's the market of beast. And I'm gonna break it down with biblical scripture, what that's really about. It's the technology, it's the market of beast. They told you that in the book 1984. And the plan is in full effect. It's here. They had it ready to go. But the 2016 election flipped the script. So it messed them all up. And I'm going to break that down to you. I'm going to break it down thoroughly so you get an understanding of what the market of beast is about. But like I said, the Vatican, the intel on that is this. The Vatican, apparently, in that part of Italy, the elections that through satellites is how some of the votes were switched, is what they're saying. And they have direct evidence. People done sign statements. When the federales get hold to you, you sign the statements. They run it out of paper, they said. So many statements of people are coming forward. So they found servers. They found everything they need directly to show how the election was switched through satellites in that region of Italy through the Vatican. So there's some things going down. That's why I said the fall of cryptocurrency also may signal the fall of Babylon. But cryptocurrency, why it's falling is because that's where cats was hiding their money, so it wouldn't be seized. But now they got the word like, yo, they got everything. So it's no coincidence the blackouts in Vatican. Now all of a sudden you have cryptocurrency falling. 170 billion gone. They don't have no regular market. That means cats snatch their money up out of there and try to run it and find a place for it before it's seized. So you have to be able to look through the lines and understand, pay attention to the news, but you have to be trained for this. And I was trained for this through the military. I was trained. So it is a difference, but the same technology that they try to use to enslave us is now being flipped in them because they're not the masters of it. They're not the creators. They're just the imitators. So it's all being flipped. And now everybody is turning on big tech. You're going to see cats hiding. You're going to see more resignations. You're going to see more big tech companies go down. It's about to get ugly. It's about to get uglier. So just keep your head up with your grass cut. Pay attention to what's going on. It's a good thing that things were happening. And also be mindful that Devin Nunes, who's part of the intelligence commission on Capitol Hill, said there will be racketeering investigations. So what you're seeing now through the signal of the crypto, because that's where they were hiding their money, they couldn't keep them in regular traditional systems because they know people's stuff was being seized left and right. But the news wasn't going to tell you that. So crypto was the way to do it. So, but it's going to hurt the average person. They had buy into that all last week, going and grabbing that. You're going to lose all your money now. Why they were able to pull theirs because they're the ones that control that stuff anyway. So now they got to figure out where we're going to take our money to. So it's getting heated and hot. And that intel was they able to locate the satellites, all of that stuff that actually showed how the votes were switched. So it's getting really, really heated and wild, and how things are going in direction it's going in. Pay attention, read between the lines, my great vibers. Read between the lines. But as you know, the Vatican always controlled the UK, so it's no coincidence that the UK was putting out the message. Like I said, they did it on CNBC.com saying crypto is going, you will lose all your money. These are signals, these are codes. And it already tells you, if you look in Google, 170 billion was lost. It wasn't lost, it was snatched out, because there's only one thing that holds up cryptocurrency. That's the fiat currency. That's it. There's no type of trading going on. So that means cats snatch their money and jet it before that stuff gets seized. Because once everything else goes down, it's just going to get ugly. So right now, the technocrats are on the run. So you're going to see different things that probably go on with the technology, internet service providers, all of that stuff. It's about to get heated, but this is also going to be the rise of the small man that's able to come up and start his businesses, get his fair shot of being able to own a business without being knocked out by the big guy for no reason, because they don't like who you are putting on your platforms, who you're doing business with. Those days are gone, but when you're in this matrix, you're dealing with the market of beast matrix. They control everything. And that's what my video is going to break it down to. They control everything, from the little certain store, grocery stores, all the way to the hotel, to the luxury apartment buildings you're living in. It is crazy what they had set up, but it was 1984 in effect. But now all of that is being reversed. I told you, the creator got this. The creator got this, y'all. And on that, I want to end it on this note. 1 Timothy 6:10 tells you, for the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. That's for those that was involved in the greed, those technocrats. And this is a message to my people to tell you, don't go in the direction of greed. 1 Timothy 6:11. This is for the people of God. But thou, O man of God, flee these things and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, and meekness. It's okay to be meek. Meek is not weak. Meek is balanced. Meek is balanced. Because sometimes you come at you mess with somebody meek and they come at you hardcore. Meekness is balanced. With meekness, people can't flip your emotions and toy and play with it. So it's good to be meek, which keeps you humble. It's good to be meek, but be on your guard. Be on your guard, because with meekness, you can slide like that reptilian. You can just slide in there nice and easy, being meek, being laid back. But when the time comes, you want them. So there's nothing wrong with meekness. It's not weakness. It means balance, where they can't control your emotions and take you here, take you there. But these new developments, it's just wild how I put out that video, and I told you at the end of that video I did Sunday, I said, it's the technocrats. And boom, Monday, here you go, crypto was failing because it's not a good system. That's the system they thought was going to, they never wanted to come into play as far as with the gold standard. That was going to be the new standard to control the people. So now you see the market of beasts is failing. That attack over there in the Vatican. And this is not nothing with Catholics, with religion, all that has nothing to do with none of that. It's about the market of beasts, Antichrist, people with the wrong mindsets that are out to hurt society. And it was the technocrats that are behind a lot of big business, who your representatives in Congress cater to, the ones they cater to. Now, when you see the cracking in Capitol Hill, you have no choice but to see the cracking of big tech. So with that, my great vibers, watch out for the next vid. It's going to be really informative and really good. with that, pay attention to the developments, because this is big on about what new administration may be getting in. All right. Peace, 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 my great barbers. The first and the last. I'm gonna end it with this. In 11th grade, I did a poem in high school, and I got a very good grade in English. And we had to write a poem. In mine, I called it "Who Am I?" And it went, "Who am I? Why am I here in a world so controlled by technology? Am I the figment of some being's imagination, having a dream that will soon have an ending? Do you know? Who am I?" And that, it just stuck with me. And at that time, we didn't have a lot of technology in the 80s like that, but it was getting there. But the thing is technology was the mark of the beast being used to enslave us. It was technology controlled through the technocrats. But now we're going in a different direction. So keep your head up, people. Peace.